What is clear, I think, to everybody is that basically the infrastructure on which our societies depend is run by the private sector. And that means energy, means data. It is crucial that we can secure it. And what we can see, for example, after Nord Stream was sabotaged, is that actually this can be targeted. If you look at Ukraine, the Russians are targeting the entire energy infrastructure with cyber attacks and military attacks. There's also clear warnings in public from industry about cyber attacks against our critical infrastructure. For all these reasons, we need to do more to secure it. This infrastructure is secure for peacetime. It is not secure for what we have now. So we are working much more closely with the companies, like Google, like Microsoft and others, to see what more we can do to help them secure their infrastructure, including, and that's very important, undersea infrastructure. There's a lot of it, like tens and tens of thousands of kilometers of it, which is very, very hard to secure. So they need help, better threat warning, better response capability, more redundancy. The redundancy is more their business, but we can help them with it. So we want to provide all of that, and we're working on it. The big picture is this. We all now need to work a little bit more closely together because the security environment has gotten worse. We know that we need a closer relationship with industry. I now more and more get the sense that industry understands that it's important to work together with us because we need to secure ourselves together. So we really want to bring our two communities together, and Diana is a way to do it. There's two reasons. One is, obviously, the geopolitical environment has gotten worse. And it's really, really important, for example, that we protect our own companies and our own technologies. We know that, for example, China has acquired a lot of our companies and a lot of our technologies, and the geopolitical balance has changed in part as a result of that, and not in a good way. So we want to give our startup communities the funding they need to not be acquired by others. We want to protect our intellectual property, and we want to make sure that our security communities have the latest technology, because other countries' security agencies have it too, or will get it. And it's really important for our security that we have what we need that is modern and capable. So that is probably the first reason. The second is innovation is increasingly driven by the private sector. 40 years ago, it was the Defense Department that did it. 80% of the innovation came from Defense Department funding, and that's how Silicon Valley was started. But that's not the case anymore. There is a lot of innovation in defense still, but it's more like 20 to 30%. So if we want to innovate, if we want access to dual-use tech, we need something like Diana. So this is my first time at the FIC. It is extremely impressive, bigger than I expected, but also much more diverse with the big companies and the startups and government representatives. It's really very interesting. What is, I think, symbolized by this huge participation is the ever-growing importance of cyber and innovation in our private sector, but also in the public sector, which is why so many government officials like me are here. So I really see this as a sort of one-stop shop where I can meet all the relevant parties in this area, and we can seek opportunities for collaboration, which I think will benefit us and potentially benefit the companies that are represented here as well.